Yo, this is Bench Gamer. So, a teaser trailer for it's not a teaser trailer. Yeah, actually it is. It's called Sumeru Preview Teaser Number 1, the Fascinating Dendro Element. So, I'm guessing they're finally releasing information about what we're going to get for Dendro now. Honestly, I didn't think we would get so much information like so soon because we haven't even gone to 2.8. And now I'm wondering like what their schedule is because we don't even really know like well, we do know what we're going to get because of all the leaks, but it just seems kind of random that they would just throw this preview teaser out here. And I've already seen a bit of it, and it's in Chinese, so it does seem kind of weird that like our first or second impression of this Dendro element and Sumeru in general would be in Chinese. Now, there's nothing wrong with Chinese. I actually listen to most of like Genshin Impact's content in Chinese and just consume Genshin Impact content in Chinese. But I do think it is a tiny bit weird that they would not put any like production value into the global or English release of whatever we're gonna see here, the Dendro element stuff. Okay, so let's just watch this and I'll shut up. Wait, is this the right resolution? What the fuck? No, it's not. Okay, let's start over. Ugh, my neck. Whoa, what was that? That's purple, right? What? I don't remember. It almost looks like Paimon is disappearing here because those lights, those strings of lights are what happens when Paimon disappears. Wait, okay. So this is something we saw in the leaks, right? We have different types of bandits. These are, the light-skinned forest area-based amp bandits, and later on I think we'll also see the desert-based bandits that wear different colors. I wonder if they have like different skin colors. Okay, I said I would not talk about skin color, but it's different when you actually see it. So they do seem to be like they have like a tiny bit darker skin tone than what you would see on Lumine or Aether. So I guess it's not solely based on just geographical region, unless they're just spawning these enemies wherever, right? Because it doesn't seem like this is. Well, they could be just situated here on the map for no reason, or they could be like a test. They could just be like a testing device where the controller can just spawn them wherever. So that's always possible. Well, what's that? So I assume this is a Dendro. Yeah, you can see here that the crystals on Aether's what's it called? On Aether's clothing are green now. You can see it over here a tiny bit on his shoulder pads that it's green. So this is probably an ability that Aether has. I know there were like some leaks about his abilities, but I actually didn't see too much of it. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing it. And it looks like he's going to summon Mushroom. What we know from the leaks is that you can like attack it or something, or just infuse it with whatever element. And then it does the attacks itself. Okay, so the mushroom jumping thing is we've already seen this before, right? We did this whole jumping thing in the chasm. This is just the Sumeru version of it, I guess. And then you can catch whatever this is, and then you keep jumping onto those tripwires, those wire things. That's the exact same thing as Inazuma. So I hope they have something else. Not gonna lie, even though I'm not too impressed by this because it just seems like a rehash of what we already have for the giant flower enemies. It's okay, I guess. It's interesting how it looks more solid at the base. Like this actually looks like rock. The tendrils that it has that goes into the ground, these look like rock to me. So maybe that has something to. It looks like it's swallowing up a power. Maybe that has something to do with it. But honestly, I just expect us to like kill it a few hundred times. But who knows? Maybe it'll be more difficult and has its own special abilities besides just do a pyro reaction or a cryo reaction, destroy the fucking base of the flower, and then it dies because it can't do anything once it falls over. That's really fucking boring. I hope it does something else in Sumeru. Yep.
草元素是原神7元素体系中的最后一块拼图。
Okay, nothing interesting there.
我们打算用一些更成体系的方式去设计它。
Did I miss something?
一些更神7
Right, those things are the tree houses we saw in the preview in the 2.8 trailer.
草元素是原神7元素。
So again, since they're showing this now, I think it's pretty certain that we are not going to get the darker skinned NPCs in the rainforest area, because they're already showing the NPCs here, and it doesn't seem that it'll be changing, and we can see more NPCs over here and over here. So I think at this point, I think it's fairly clear that they were planning on having the geographically divided skin colors for, Sumeru from the very beginning, and it wasn't a response to the outrage or controversy, whatever it is. Anyways, let's keep going.
草元素是原神7元素体系中的最后一块拼图，我们打算用一些更成体系的方式去设计它。在 3.0 版本，我们从一开始便邀请了所有的策划、美术和 IP 部门的同学一起讨论，希望大家可以设计出一个耦合程度更高、理解门槛更低，并且相互之间关联更加紧密的体系。草元素的
Right, so we're seeing one of the darker skinned NPCs, not NPCs, but enemies now, and we know this because they're wearing red.
草元素的设计之中，
Oh, that actually looks like something we already have. That looks similar to the traveler ability for Electro, so I wonder what this is about.
设计之中，存在着3个关键词，是催
So those are the exploding seeds that we heard about in leaks.
化、智慧以及生命。
What they did was that they applied Dendro to the enemy, and then they applied Hydro,
存在着
and then
3个
afterwards, that's when the seed spawns. So that's pretty intuitive. Like when I first heard about the Dendro reactions, the two main reactions, right? There's the Hydro reaction which spawns a seed, and there's the Electro reaction which makes the Electro element stronger. And I always wondered, like, what the fuck? Like, why does that happen? Why does combining Dendro and Electro make Electro or Dendro stronger? That doesn't make a lot of sense. But I suspect the in-lore like explanation is that Electro or energy is like the basis of life, of all life, and Dendro is like the result of life. So that might be how they're doing it. Like, you infuse Dendro with life, spawning energy, which is Electro, and then Dendro gets stronger, and then you infuse Electro with Dendro, which is like life energy as well, and then Electro gets stronger. I don't know. This is just me trying to create my headcanon.
3个关键词是催化、智慧以及生命。这3个概念主要体现在元素反应。
Dude, I like how they're just talking about all this nonsense, and while that's happening, the on-screen is showing that, they're spawning all this shit. Wait. Does the pyro trigger the seeds? I didn't hear about that. Yeah, it seems like the trigger for the seeds exploding is actually pyro. So that's probably what they were talking about when they leaked the triple reactions. So when you combine Hydro and Dendro, it spawns the seeds, and then you can use pyro to break the seeds and cause them to explode. Pretty cool.
关卡设计以及场景机制当中。
Wait, what was that? What was that?
关卡设计
So I assume that's an enemy type.
以及场景机制当中，它们之间也有非常紧密的。
Oh, you have to activate them with Dendro. And I assume this is something you have to activate with Electro as well.
设计
Yeah,
以及
she's using attack.
场景机制当中，它们之间也有非常紧密的彼此联系。原神的元素反应，一方面是不同的元素设计语言之间的组合，那另一方面，它也是基于日常现象的艺术再加工。举例来说，在原神当中，我们玩家已经见到过的感电现象，它其实是一个符合玩家认知的日常现象，但同时它也是水元素的恢复和雷元素的能量概念结合的产物。那在游戏当中，它也是一个能稳定的散逸能量的现象。基于类似的设计理念，我们在 3.0 版本又推出了2个新的反应：绽放和激化。绽放的灵感是来源于现实生活中花朵的绽放现象，那它同时也是水元素的恢复和草元素的催化2种概念的结合。而激化反应呢，它则是一个完全原创的效果，它来源于雷元素的能量以及草元素的另一个关键词智慧的碰撞。激化反应相关的现象呢
Wait, go back. What are they talking about?
它则是一个
The catalyzed reaction, on the other hand, is a completely original effect.
完全原创的
Is
效
it
果
though?
它来源于雷元素的能量
It originates from the collision between the energy aspect from the electro element and the wisdom concept from the Dendro element, which serves as another keyword of Dendro. What? So it's combining energy and wisdom. And what does that do?
以及草元素的另一个关键词智慧的碰撞。激化反应相关的现象呢，也和须弥当地的历史有着非常深的渊源。
Oh, so we can see both Dendro and if you like the Lawachero or whatever it's called, Samachero, Lavachero, same thing. You can see that the Electro and Dendro are both affecting it at the same time. So it's glowing green and purple at the same time.
3.0版本我们
放的效果，它来源于现实生活中花朵的绽放现象。那它同时也是水元素的恢复。
Right, so we're getting bloom, which is an explosion ability.
两种概念的结合。而激化反应呢，它则是一个完全原创的效果，它来源于雷元素的能量以及草元素的另一个关键词智慧的碰撞的渊源。
3.0版本，我们在须弥地区也新增了大量有趣的区域玩法。基于燃烧、绽放和激化3种反应特征，我们定义了一种名为多态转换的设计理念。一部分具有草元素特征的目标，通过使用水、火、雷等元素与之交互，
that's cool.
可以让它们在不同的状态之间发生转换，从而产生不同的互动效果。
So it does have its own unique abilities, besides just Inazuma and Chasm shit. Because just being able to jump on this thing is pretty basic. And to be honest, the puzzles in Inazuma, besides like the once in a blue moon Sudoku puzzle, were so simple that honestly they shouldn't even have been there. It's just a waste of time. Especially, you know, those commissions where you just have to click the button on the branches and then you go zoom around on these like wire things, on these wire points. That's such a waste of time. You should never have to do that.
产生不同的互动效果。在怪物的生态性上，我们也做了类似的尝试。根据自身所处的环境和受到的元素效果不同，怪物会在不同的状态间来回转换。除了攻击方式会发生变化以外，在特定的状态下击败它们，还能获得罕见的特殊材料。
Oh, so you get different materials by triggering different states of the enemies. That's going to be annoying. But I hope they actually get weaker or stronger based on, you know, what reactions that are triggered on them. You know, I've been thinking about trying to make this game harder for lots of enemies, right? Because right now it's so easy to defeat a bunch of enemies. You just group them up with a Nemo, and then you just blast the shit out of them with AoE abilities. But what if they get near to you, they actually increase in ability, in strength, and then they explode or something? So that could be one way they could solve the inability of lots and lots of small enemies from just beating the shit out of you, and make Venti meta again. Because right now, obviously, Kazuha is probably a better unit than Venti, because Venti just doesn't suck things. You have to position first, and then they start suck things up. And his E is way slower than Kazuha. But if they make a lot of smaller enemies way stronger when you group them up together, then that could be a counter to Venti, I believe.
是会发生变化以外，在特定的状态下击败它们，还能获得罕见的特殊材料。更多草元素相关的玩法，届时就需要玩家亲自去体验一番了。
希望草元素玩法的加入可以给玩家带来新奇而又有趣的体验。
Well, that's it. That was pretty random. Like they just released this out of nowhere. Like it's pretty good, but it would have been cool if they teased a bit more of this before they just released it and give me some warning. Anyways, what do you guys think of the music? Like the first thing I thought when I heard the music, like, holy fuck. I hope people don't meme the shit out of this music and say it's Orientalist or whatever. To be honest, I think it's just okay. Like, regardless of whether you think it's Orientalist or, you know, not true to real life culture, I just think it's just okay. I honestly don't think it fits this preview trailer. I wish they had gone with a more relaxing melodic music, because these guys are talking their asses off and most of what they're saying is bullshit. So I have to like dig through what is not bullshit and what is bullshit and find out what is actually going on in this. and that's really hard when you have like what I assume to be battle music going on all over the place. So we found out we know that catalyzed reaction, burning reaction, and bloom reaction are going to be in the game. That's officially confirmed now, and we saw some of the enemies. We saw Hilichos, of course, and then we have this variation of the bandit. And in the leaks, if you saw the leaks, you actually couldn't see the weapons. They didn't have the weapons when they did their attack animations, but they do seem to have them now, and they're like these scything. There's like these fist weapons, and that's pretty exciting because I think it would be really cool if we got a fist weapon sometime down the line, and not just have like scuffed Hazo, because it really doesn't make a lot of sense, to be honest, that Hazo is doing all his punching and kicking shit with a catalyst. And honestly, they probably gave him a catalyst weapon because there's not really any other weapon that fits his battle style, right? If they had a fist weapon, they definitely would have used that instead of a catalyst. Alas, that probably won't come out until, at least, I don't know, Natlan, 2 years away. Look forward to it. So, tell me what you think about the music. I think it's just okay. It's mid. If you liked it, if you don't like it, tell me that right now so I can like and dislike your comments based on my hidden opinions of what I actually think about the music. Anyways, see you guys later. This is Bench Gamer signing out.